Alright, we're about to start the Rust, Sword, and the Sun. From what I'm hearing, is a quest that lets us know a little bit more about Augusta. Let's see. Ooh.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy, air's all wet. Oh, man. Please let me finish my sentence. Ugh.
Abby's cute, I ain't gonna lie.
Ugh. Cold. Oh.
A hot meal should warm you right up.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Laguna.
Ooh, spaghetti.
Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half! Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing.
We got money, we rover.
Oh, that. Don't worry, money's not an issue.
Ooh, we like that?
Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimont is built straight to the F4's palace.
Oh, nah, bro. We got a sugar mama, bro. We got a sugar mommy Augusta. Now we definitely gotta pull her, bro. She's treating us well. We gotta treat her well. Sugar mommy Augusta is real, bro.
But I think the owner might have overdone it a
They
little.
threw a whole party for us. They know we the GOAT. What do you mean?
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon.
Hell yeah, I'm the champ.
And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
Abby's my spirit animal, bro. I'm a fat ass too. Don't worry, Abby.
Free stay, free meal. Zephyr really knows how to treat guests.
Yeah. Augusta
Maybe
knows
we
how to
should,
treat us.
You know, hang around a bit longer.
He just wants to eat and chow down, bro. Abby's a fatty, bro. Gotta love him.
This smells
Yo,
amazing.
shrimp? Oh, no. We're gonna have to repay Augusta later tonight.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia's right, the last clue should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus. We're so close to the finish line. Just one step away. But our pace has slowed.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. It's slowed down, but the build-up to what's coming in the story, it's always so peak in this game. Like, they have their peaks, then they slow down, but it's not fully like a standstill. It's more so like a slow build-up again. Like, they don't ever let it drop to just complete flatness. So I'm hyped.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus.
This looks interesting. 2.6. 2.6 is gonna be fire.
And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords.
Ooh, that looks interesting. Okay.
Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Afra's invite did say something about a big hunt. Huh, that reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
Rue.
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. Looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it.
Something's brewing,
And
chat.
why me for this hunt? If it's about the Great Aegon, the messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses.
True.
And as the F4, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
She can, bro. She the
Guessed
sugar
from
mommy.
far.
Who's
You
this?
possess eyes as clear as crystal. But
That guy looks
what
cool.
troubles you so that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds? A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless.
True.
In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
Yo, they're describing Augusta crazily. And you are? Who's this man?
I am Nestor, a traveling
Okay, that's quick.
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then, if you are curious about the Epher, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Champion.
Wait, how do you know she's the champion?
Everybody
And all
knows
that
me.
Stuff about the F4 too. Huh? Your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive.
You got some
Trusting the senses
blood.
is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option.
That's like Augusta's cousin, bro. He got red hair like Augusta, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Epher of
Yeah.
Septimont.
The story of Augusta.
That's why I speak of her with some familiarity.
That's his cousin.
I
He
have a
lying.
feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
True. Then tell me about Augusta.
Augusta. A girl of humble birth.
Ooh.
A resonator of modest talent. A commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place.
Oh, so she's a goat. She a goon. She from the streets, bro.
Just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
Okay. Quest unlocked. Oh, what's this? Dear guest from afar, do you follow me into the near forgotten stories of Augusta, but simply telling it might be a bit dull? Okay. Oh, I get to pick. What methods do you have in mind? Perhaps having the listener become the protagonist of such stories might be a good option. This should add a more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. Continue. Okay. At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relieve her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. I'm ready. Okay, let's see. Of course, Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you'll make, they will not alter our reality. Okay. Yet be wary, fate is fickle and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Your past decisions might not have always been the best. I understand. Don't question Augusta. Well then, let the story begin. Set aside the complex thoughts and let me sing the epic of a young girl, Augusta. I am Augusta. Take a deep breath. A gentle, warm light begins to blur your vision and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small, frightened girl clutching a sword stands amongst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimonian gladiators stands guard around her. Okay, continue. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the dark tide did to your home, and we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Boldly. She's bold, bro. She ain't timid. Different choices will change the corresponding stat value. Okay. You must be hungry here. This should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Refuse the food the gladiator offer. Take the food. Bro, we taking that food. Shit. Chin up. We can take you to Septimont City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. True. Even if you rebuilt these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. Grip your sword with determination. Bro, come on now. The gladiators shake their head and pat you on the shoulders. Follow them. Remember to maintain a stat balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. Okay, interesting. Reach 100 reputation. In the end, you choose to leave the village. The gladiators' words reveal the bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you are leaving behind. In your travels, you engage with gladiators. Go engage with them for sure. Following the gladiators, you arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Remain quiet and anxious. Show your awe of the city. Yeah, I'm in awe of the city, sure. A poster for the gladiators Aegon is pinned at a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. Draw closer to the crowd. The gathering people push you towards the crowd. Nah, we're walking towards them, bro. Come on now. You must know, Septimont reveres strength here. Only the victor reigns. That is a law older than the city itself. You notice the passion-filled eyes of the Septimonian. Eat or be eaten. Such is the way of this city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. Woo! I like that. I like that. I like that. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You realize the gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. That's fine, bro. As you leave, you notice the 3 words stand out in the innocent chatter. Identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. Okay. There are always those commoners who view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is the true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Oh! Okay. A warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. That's a hot line right there. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are gonna try for the Aegon this year? Them and their stench be stinking up the place. Yo, who's this dude, bro? You're slightly concerned about your status and talents. Ignore their words. You're determined to step into the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back. Someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day. And perhaps even teach you to see the fight through the end. Okay. I need a mentor. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Cato. Cato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on few prodigies. Okay. Cato, so you want to join the Aegon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? Okay. You recall the discussions about gladiators, identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimont seems to value those more than anything. You choose, speak honestly about your past. Bro, we honest out here, bro. Yeah. The dark tide took your home and you came to Septimont seeking strength. Is that so? You've got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. Bro, who are you talking to like that? What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Look Cato straight in the eye. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. The duel is here. Here is your entrance trial. Accept the duel after great deliberation. Yes. There we go. Blades meet in a sharp clash. Cato moves with practice ease. You are quickly defeated. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I want to become a gladiator. Heh. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't now. How do you plan to end this? Give up. Challenge him again the next day. For sure. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are pestering, as the city folks say. Are you? Say you are, huh? Bro, we attacking him. Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Cato. You are swiftly beaten once again. Ooh. Go back. This is not your path. Continue the challenge on the 3rd day. Too slow, too weak. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be stronger. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate. You've lost. Bro, I ain't giving up, Cato. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? I'll get you some food instead. It'll get you some food instead. Continue the fight on the 5th day. You stand before Cato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limit. I'm about to collapse. I can still fight. The wind swept up by the blade whispering past, and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak's leaves as you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle calls. Ooh. She's about to awaken. But in the very next breath, a bone-deep chill engulfs you. That touch, you know it all too well. Thoughts race across your mind, and your hand instinctively grip the sword's hilt. I can't stop here. I won't surrender. You seize the opportunity and land a hit on Cato. Cato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Catch Cato's sword, it's rather heavy. Call out to Cato. In Septimont's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated. A symbol of conquest, this sword is yours now. Ooh. If you are determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there, Augusta. That's your name, isn't it? Yes, I am Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators might brand you with a number, a symbol, or even the name of some wild beast. I am prepared. And only the last one standing has the right to reclaim their true name. Well, that's me. By then, I will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make them know my true name. Yo, she got some energy to her, bro. Woo! Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp, right here. I got no options? Okay. New arrival in the big city. Bro, Augusta had some energy since she was young, bro.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet,
Yes.
as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F-word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
True. There might be one.
Do you mean Kato?
Kato. I thought it was Kato.
Do you
Kato.
believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose? And that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe he had long grown tired of the corrupt system.
Then Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name.
True.
Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Let's see where we go. Yes, Epic of Blazing Sun. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under Kato's training, and today the grind continues. Okay, buddy. Stick to the training schedule. A little rest won't hurt. I'll go later. You arrive at the training site, repeating the same moves over and over again. Has begun to wear on your patience. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You decide to stay focused and keep your own training, peek into their training. I'm focusing on my training. You reflect on your training. It was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Endure and push through. Endure and push through. Days slip by and the gladiator's Aegon draws near. Today, Kato will give you one final lesson. Let's see what he tells us. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. The training ends today. Is this the graduation ceremony? Nah, the training ends today. Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You already know the answer. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home, to be strong enough to protect others. You meet Kato's gaze, and he realizes it, and he reads the answer in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. Offer Kato thanks. I'll tell him thanks, bro. He a G. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crossed your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name. Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make it happen. You're aware the sponsors for the Gladiators Aegon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all our top of the line merchandise I got here. Care to have a look? Continue. Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. Volunteer yourself. Take a step forward. Take a step forward. Yeah, the audience casts their eyes in your direction. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Visions of your home's ruin flash with your mind. Glimpse of the noble's lavish lifestyle flicker through. Hell nah, this. That's fine. These laughed, so they really did have a hand in that disaster. The dark tide alone did not destroy your home. The rot in high places also played a part in your home's ruin. Ooh. This. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Silence, you swore to shatter these rules. A fire of anger ignites in your chest. Well, well, a village girl with such unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimont had a joke this amusing. Show them your sword. Try and you'll see. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never disappoint. Yeah, anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. You give the nobles a shilling stare as they talk in whispers. Yeah, this. Entertainment, you say? Heh. In Septimont, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. This one knows. You turn your view towards the voice with heavy steps. A well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stands towards you. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats, as the Septimonians had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. You frown at the old-school noble, silently clench your fist. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we may speak further. Brave young lady. Okay. Okay. You accept the noble's trials through trials is too fine a word for something intended only to break you. Head to the trial grounds. Outside the walls of Septimont, a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland, is now different from the home you remember. Returning home, you can't help but feel sentimental. This one. They say a ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide prowls deep within a cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. Okay. Your first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment but a dull sword. A dull sword is more than enough. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing death. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Shh, get down. You're trying to get yourself killed. Hold your breath or you'll alert it. Do as he say. Okay. You turn around and see a hunter, but then a massive beast roars and walks past where you're hiding. Keep your head down. Uh-oh. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him the beast did not notice you. Okay. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimonian gladiator, eh? Hey, I used to be just like you. Lost a big match, got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. Okay. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. Ask the hunter what you should do. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Only a madman would go after that lion. I know what I'm doing. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt to gain more knowledge of your prey. You choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you've managed to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast. Thus, you march towards the deep cave. Enter the cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly. Then a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amidst its golden manes, while claws like scythes tread wounds in the earth. Draw your sword and strike down the beast. Maintain distance and swing your sword. Ooh. Oh, we're doing this one, bro. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to dodge its attack and search for a weak spot. Quickly analyze the cave's environment. We're going for this one. Yeah. No good. Can't find an opening. It's moving faster and reaching further. Can't keep this up. If strength alone isn't enough, perhaps I can borrow some help. Just before the lion pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. It still has the fight. It's not over yet. Yeah. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but you swift dodges force its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. I guess using the environment is one way to do it. The trial has ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. Okay. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. Are they afraid of my power? The critter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize the power can instill fear. You desire more power. You are somewhat still shaken. I want power, bro. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. What is it this time? Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimont have two lives. Two lives. One by their parents and the other by their sword. You might consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. Okay. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. Oh boy. Calmly accept. To get the admission pass for the Aegon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimont. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care for who you are, but only want to see you will fail. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Ignore their comments. You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Suppress your desire to kill, spare the opponent, and wait for the next challenge. Ooh! Suppress my desire to kill. One by one, the gladiators have challenged you grow in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Steadily plant the opponent's sword into the ground. Even in Septimont, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challenges. You have targeted Victor, a frequent champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Aegon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapons. Oh, so what? The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Rip the contract. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble servant spits curses in your face. Say nothing and avoid altercation. Respond calmly. You ignorant country peasant. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. Ignore the servant. You trash, bro. Get out of here. The scion silences the rambling servant and tears up the contract. Let's go. There is no point in talking sense into an arrogant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. Victor, shut your mouth. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. You feel nothing. The day arrives, Victor accepts your challenge with his honor and nobility at the stake. You remember well the haughty look he wore but a few days prior. Continue. But the nobles wields only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Woo! Approach the noble seats. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shatter before real strength. Augusta bricking me up, I ain't even gonna lie. Step on Victor's helmet. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lowers their heads. Bow before me. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now, only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not challenge you except one. Aridel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. Talents no longer matter to you. A sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Talents no longer matter to me. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Aridel, you arrive as promised. As always, spectators crowd the arena. This one. Your opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours, and his crushing presence bring to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Aridel's armor is unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with these noble, despicable tricks. Keep calm. Anger brews within you. Keep calm, bro. You then swift your pace, luring Aridel into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his step grows loose, his reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops just before the neck of the Septimont's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately the crowd erupts into applause. Stab, stab, stab. What? Kill, kill, kill. Now? Aridel closes his eyes and accepts his face. Victory is already mine. In front of every watchful eye, you only take Aridel's sword. You then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel the people's gaze. Live, live, live. Look back at the crowd and wave. Yeah. The next day you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Aridel is merely made of Septimonian flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I'm ready for the third trial. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arsinosa. He never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Arsinosa. It has never tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no human can ever reach, the last wall of Septimont, but I accept. It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst for victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimont, Arsinosa. Bro, she's built different, bro. She is actually built different, bro. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training ground once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of true strength. Cut it down and leave the past behind. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can be destructive. Strength can instill fear. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule, Augusta. I'll be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop here. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how will you show them to the world? You once heard the tale of the legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Now you decide to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. Stop outside the blacksmith's forge. Gaze at the flying sparks from... we'll do this one. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you seek to do this with power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith hammer rise and fall, seemingly impractical idea emerges. Ooh. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Ooh! Grip the heavy sword in your hand. Okay, Augusta. Your forte never stands out amongst resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge fire and hammer swings. Ho, ho, ho. Y'all know the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones? She got the iron sword, bro. Built and crafted with her own powers, man. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. Survey your surroundings. Yeah, we'll do this one. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The nobles' banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsinosa appears. Arsinosa's mountainous size catches your eyes. Yeah, that one. It's awake, a noble shrieked. Arsinosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly, its eyes open, coldly watching you. Focus and stay alert. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness scatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. Take over the defensive snap. Take the initiative, bro. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Ooh. Ignore the pain and tend to your wound later. Quickly patch yourself. Her second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paws. Recall your encounters from previous battles. This strike shall be my all. You manage to withstand Arsinosa's feet. Ooh, why is it going down like that? Arsinosa's fierce attack, and at the moment it withdraws. Seize the opportunity to thrust your blade into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Okay, I'm glad they explained it was the right foreleg. Golden blood spills the arena. Steady your breath. Arsinosa ceases her attack, her mane brushing against your blood-stained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chant your name in honor. I have gained the lioness's blessing. The voices, they are, listen to the waves of cheers. A wise and noble Arsinosa, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon the crowd of courage and strength. Bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Arsinosa. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimont. Wave after wave of applause, the Septimonians salute me as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. Take another step forward. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsinosa's blessings, you have been granted a privilege. They are all bowing to me. You are crowned a champion without the great Aegon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered the countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Silence the crowd. At last, you stand atop the summit, the champion. Only now, with battle fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor at the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall endure that your homeland strategy will forever be undone. Ensure. Okay. Yet, should these new rules forged by might lose their foundations, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives shall serve Septimont. Woo! God damn! Yo, she was a G, bro.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the F4. Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
As a listener, what do you make of my narration, chat? I know it's not the best, but I did try and I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You gotta clean
your kind
that crust.
Words, my generous listener. I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. But there is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the F4 is partial, at best.
True.
Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them.
Okay.
Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
You seem to know exactly what I'm about to do. Who is this man's?
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take. The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells.
Okay.
Before
look pretty
I
cool.
leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Strength.
Well, I'd say strength.
Abby knows.
Let's be real.
Resolve.
There's no way Augusta could have passed those
Dedication.
trials without strength. Rover, what do you think?
It was strength and conquest. It was unyielding resolve. See what I said, bro? It was her unyielding resolve that yielded her and gave her the strength.
You needn't rush to
Yes.
answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey. When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself.
Okay.
Farewell, my friend.
Deuces next
Our
week.
paths crossed by fate and by chance. Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
They know. They know I'm the GOAT. Oh no, who is he? He about to do something. Oh! Oh shit, he turned into origami. Who's this guy? Okay. Okay. Interesting. The previous day.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, Yuno is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a disgrace to her title.
What?
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum.
Oh, these elders are yapping to Augusta about her homegirl, her girlfriend Yuno. Oh no.
A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
She about to smack him.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command
He's about to
fear.
say it.
It is my will,
Woo!
my sword, and our relentless conquest.
It is not the walls of the capital that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. Oh my god, bro. Let's keep it a stack. She is a G, bro. She just told him, it ain't y'all, bro. It's me. I'm the chosen one, bro.
I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours. And a rebel, challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions.
Bro, this is like the Elder Council talking to, like, Anakin, and this man replies with, but listen well, power does not bow to y'all. She just said, I'm her, bro. I'm out here, and I will not bow down to y'all. Y'all are weak. I'm the powerful one around here, bro. Woo!
If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me. And
Oh
prove
my
yourself
god, bro.
worthy.
She just told him, stop yapping. Put him up, bro. Put him up. Oh my god, bro. Bro, peak character. Straight up. Peak character. Okay, we got Yuno.
Long enough, Augusta.
Oh,
Handling the senators takes time. You know that.
going to her girl like, bro, they was just
Well,
yapping.
To keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet.
I know a lot of y'all out there are recording every detail of Yuno's feet as well.
Priestess Iuno. Unruly behavior left Tetragon Temple without permission and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Okay, okay. She's quick on her feet is what she's saying.
I'm with you on that one.
Yes.
The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person.
Here for me.
Grandmother Lilibet said her fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
Oh, look at
So
this
that's
smile.
it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Ugh, what a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the
Oh, she
hunt.
down bad. She want to meet me, bro.
Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's book of prophecies. The hunt and our plan, neither end well.
Oh boy, that's not good. Now, I'll come and change that. Don't worry. Lilibeth didn't know about me.
Sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again, about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power,
Ooh.
risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius.
Yo, she got a little thong
Antilius,
on, bro. What?
Valeria,
Crazy.
one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
Yeah, bro. We got multiple heroes out here, bro.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
Hell yeah. She knows.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Yuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone.
Bro, Augusta's such a G, bro. Wow.
Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Augusta just said, wait for me in bed. I'll be there later.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
Oh, nah. These two, bro.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
I like
Why
their
are you
interactions,
saying
bro. Yo, one room for Augusta and please.
The storm is coming. Come.
The storm is
My
approaching.
friend. The best way to greet a storm is to walk straight into it.
Ooh, bro, she is peak aura. Oh yeah, she's definitely one of the biggest aura farmers so far in the story. Alright, quest complete. Okay, what do I gotta say from that? Well, I know a lot of people probably don't like the fact that there was not a lot of action happening on screen. An insight into Augusta's story was really cool. Yes, they could have put in like some really dope cutscenes, but overall, it was really cool. Getting to see how Augusta got there now makes me more interested in the character. Not only do I want to know more, but low-key, she just sounds like a straight-up badass, bro. 100 souls, 100 lives forged into her blade, bro. Defeating all these people as a kid, bro. She was like a teenager, and she was out here whooping everybody ass, bro. Forged her own path through power and determination. She's a peak character. But yeah, man, enjoyed that little quest. Augusta, 10 out of 10 character so far, and more than ever, I'm actually really excited to find out what the next part of the story is. It feels like there's a lot of pieces at play, a lot of characters that are going to be involved. We still have Cardathia doing her thing. We got Rover. We have, Augusta. A lot of very important, pieces of the puzzle that are going to come together probably during the 2.6 story. So that's going to be it for this story, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of 7 out of 10s, 5 out of 10s, 2 out of 10s, and other people that will just glaze Augusta because she is very, very goated. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.